Okay, so I've got the Cara cups in, and I said I would do a separate video on how they work with the pump. So I have the Spectra Gold pump. I don't have the portable gold. I just have the regular gold. And then I also have just regular wearable Spectra pumps, which are new. But some people don't know how the Cara cups work, so I thought I would do a video. If you have the gold pump, you have to have a special adapter for your tubing. So this is what it looks like. I think one time I lost one of these and it still worked. It just didn't work as great without it. So I ended up ordering new ones because these are small, and if you're cleaning your tubing or anything, they can get lost easily. I believe once I lost them, I kept them plugged into that and then just would pull them out when I need to reconnect my tubing. I get new Cara cups. So I've had the Cara cups since my third son. And so I used them for 3 babies. And I purchased new Cara cups with my third son, my fourth son, and my fifth son. I find that easier than keeping it all stored somewhere. So I just always either don't, like if someone wanted the bottles, I donated the bottles. But the parts I just threw out since they are technically medical equipment. So you connect this white piece on. And again, if you have a regular Spectra pump, you don't need this. So if you have a Spectra, I can't remember what the names are. I've always just called them by their color. So like I had a Spectra Blue. I loved it. It was my favorite pump. And I just upgraded to this because it had better settings. And it sounded like it had higher functioning, like higher suctioning, not functioning. And then up here at the top of the cup is a little piece that you connect the tubing to. And so you do have to make sure everything lines up because there are indentions. So when you're putting everything back together, it is important that that all lines up. I got the 28 millimeter flanges. I've always needed the larger ones. But there are ways to measure and see, if you're first time on, there are ways to measure and see which size you need. There's just, these only come in 2 sizes. So the 24 wasn't good enough for me, so I had to bump up to the 28. And so we're going to go ahead and connect it in. Normally I would sterilize this before using, but I'm not actually using this. I'm only 18 weeks pregnant, so about to be 19. So there is no need for me to sterilize this right now since I'm not actually pumping. I will sterilize this before Birdie gets here. So we're going to connect that in. Okay. And I don't have the power supply plugged up or anything, so again, I'm not actually pumping. So those are both plugged into the front. And there used to be a cover for that, but I honestly don't know what happened. One of my kids probably messed with it. Took it off. And again, we're just going to make sure I see what I'm doing. Slide that in there. Make sure it's connected good. And so then what you do is you take them with the tubing up, and you just slide them into your bra. So just slide them in there. I'm wearing a dressier shirt. Just slide them in, make sure everything is lined up right, and set them in there. I do find I would connect these. I had the small Spectra portable that you could put in your pocket and put these on. And it did good, but I could not bend over much. And with wearables, you may not be able to do that either. But this just allowed for me to still be able to hold baby should baby be sleeping, or be able to read with my kids, or, you know, just, I was a little more hands-free. And so you just stick that in. It's been so long since I've done this, like almost 3 years. So you stick them in, you pump, and then you just take them out. And you open them up like that. This comes all the way up. And then your milk is in here, and you just pour it into your bag, bottle. I know some people now have pitchers for their milk. which I will be getting one. So, I need to pull them out, but it's really handy. And I wish someone would have shown me these sooner, because they had these for a while before I actually bought them for my third son. So had these been a thing, or had I known about them prior to my third son, I maybe would have done better pumping with my first son, because my pumping and breastfeeding was not fun with my first kid. And it wasn't him. It was me and my nerves and all of that. And so it just didn't go well. So I thought I would do a video just for any first time moms out there, or anyone who doesn't know about the Cara cups from Spectra to use with your Spectra pumps. Because this plus a portable pump, or plus your regular Spectra, has been life changing. So just wanted to share how they worked. So there we go.